Hey ladies, welcome to three-part series on tax savings. We hope you have watched part 1 of the series on how to save taxes through investments. In today's video, we will talk about saving taxes through home loans and rents. So let's get into it. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the Lxme channel for more such informative videos. Under Section 80C, you can claim tax deduction on the principal amount of the home loan. The maximum tax deduction allowed under Section 80C is Rs 1,50,000. This tax deduction is the total of the deduction that is allowed under Section 80C, which includes amount invested in PPF account, ELSs, NSCs, senior citizen savings schemes, etc. This deduction can be availed by an individual or an HUF. This deduction is available on payment basis irrespective of the year for which the payment has been made. The amount paid as stamp duty and registration fee is also allowed as tax deduction under Section 80C even if the assessee has not taken the loan. Tax benefit under this section is allowed only after the construction is complete and the completion certificate has been awarded. Under Section 80E, you can claim tax deduction for interest on education loan for higher studies. Under this section, a deduction is available for a maximum of 8 years, that is, beginning from the year in which the interest starts getting repaid or till the entire interest is repaid, whichever is earlier. There is no restriction on the amount that can be claimed. If done right, you can actually claim the entire amount. You can claim this deduction for yourself or your spouse or your children or for a student for whom you are a legal guardian. As per Section 24, the income from house property shall be reduced by the amount of interest paid on loan. The maximum tax deduction allowed under Section 24 of a self-occupied property is subject to a maximum limit of Rs 2 lakhs. In case the property for which the home loan has been taken is not self-occupied, no maximum limit has been prescribed in this case and the taxpayer can take a tax deduction on the whole interest under Section 24. It can be claimed by a taxpayer who has taken a loan for the purpose of purchase, construction, repair, renewal, or reconstruction of this property. Under this section, you can claim tax benefits on the interest of home loan. A tax deduction for interest payment of up to Rs 1,50,000 is available under Section 80 EEA. This deduction is over and above the deduction of Rs 2 lakh for interest payment available under Section 24 of the Income Tax Act. You can claim this only if you are a first-time buyer and your loan is sanctioned between 1st April 2019 and 31st March 2021. The deduction would be allowed only if the stamp duty value of the property purchase is less than Rs 45 lakhs. As per Section 10(13)(a), You can claim a deduction of HRA subject to certain limits. House rent allowance, that is an HRA, is an allowance that is paid by an employer to its employee for covering their house rent. The tax exemption for HRA is the minimum of actual HRA received, or 50% of salary if living in metro cities, or 40% if you're living in a non-metro city, or excess of rent paid annually of 10% annual salary, whichever is the lowest. The benefit is available only to salaried individual opting for old regime and have HRA component as a part of the salary structure and are staying in a rented apartment. Self-employed cannot opt for this deduction. As per Section 80GG, a relief is provided for those individuals who do not receive any house rent allowance but are staying in a rented property. The tax deduction for exemption shall be the actual rent paid minus 10% of the adjusted total income, or 5,000 per month, or 25% of the adjusted total income, whichever is the lowest. It can be claimed by an individual who does not receive any house rent allowance from his employer and has made a declaration in form number 10BA. It can be taken for self or for spouse or for a minor child or an HUF. Remember, you should not be owning any residential house property at the place at where you're residing or where you perform office duties to claim this deduction. And that's a wrap, ladies. Stay tuned for part 3 of this video to learn more about tax saving instruments. If you would like to know about tax saving tools or want me to cover any other financial instrument, drop your suggestions in the comment section below. To get started with your investment journey, download the Lxme app, and to get more such informative videos, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.